Whoa, Bitcoin's going to the moon. Sorry. Throat's a little congested. Anyway, man, I'm not going to talk about all that market craziness and what's going on and what's driving the price up. Because you can watch that on about 35 other YouTubers' channels. Talk to you about two things that caught my attention today in the news. Is IOHK is partnering up with Polymath. I don't know if any of you have any Polymath tokens, but I saw this coming after the ICO boom and bust cycle, that we are going to be facing regulatory BS. And Polymath wanted to figure that out. And the other coin, blockchain, that I think has a lot of potential to help figure that out is Ravencoin. But Polymath partnering up with IOHK. IOHK is Charles Hoskinson's organization, if you want to call it that. That is a big part of what's behind Cardano. So I think those two partnering up and working together it's going to be a pretty big deal. Now, does Polymath, what they're creating is called Polymesh. And I'll post a link to the article below, so make sure you check it out. Will Polymath stay with Ethereum? I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they move over to Cardano. It's hard to say. But I think they're going to actually try to create their own chain, so to speak. And that's good that IOHK is behind it, because they take a look at a lot of things and do stuff right, at least from what I've seen. The other thing I saw is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C. It is a conglomerate of people around the globe that came together to create some web standards. I use it because I teach. Actually, there's lots of great learning tools at w3schools.com, but the consortium behind it, they set the standards up for the web because back in the 90s, you know, when what the heck, the Netscape days. You remember when everybody was creating these .coms and stuff, and Netscape was like berserko, bonkers, just crazy, right? And a guy, I forget his name, who invested in him, he made like stupid money with Netscape. But anyway, they are behind creating this decentralized identity platform, basically to let you log into websites without having to give up all your information. The DID is what they're doing, and Microsoft is doing this. And I believe, from what I understand, how the article was written, it was kind of hard because it said it was using Bitcoin's network, but then it didn't really talk too much about it. So I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. But essentially, the way I understand, it's probably going to work a lot like Digibyte's DigiID. I think this is awesome. Okay, one of the things Microsoft did point out is that, like, Facebook is an antithesis of privacy. Like, they just want to get all your information and share it with everyone, and they don't care what you think about it. They're going to sell it and make billions, and that's what they do. And Microsoft, and I think to a little bit of a certain amount Google, probably because they've been forced by the European Union, that they have to respect your privacy. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things moving forward, is protecting our privacy. And I really think there's solutions there with the blockchain to prove who you are, or to me, a more monetary pleasing way is to pay people for their information, not just hand out stuff for free. I mean, Facebook's free, we get to use Facebook for free. No, really, you're just giving up all your data and letting the hands of a few select smarter people make billions off of it. So those were the two things that caught my attention. I really think Polymath and Ravencoin are putting themselves in a good situation. Even though I hate regulation, I think the blockchain is probably self-regulating. We don't need regulations there. We'll see, but I know Ravencoin has some very good stuff coming up with their next release, like sending out messages. So the way Ravencoin is really simple to create a digital asset, and what they want to do is put in the ability to send messages through your token holders. That's really simple to do. It's a lot more difficult to do that the way things are done with the stock market right now. You want to send something out to all your stockholders, it costs money for mailing stuff, it costs money to do this and do that, where they could just use a blockchain and essentially it costs nothing. So that's one of the big benefits I see with Ravencoin and what they're pushing for. And I know Polymath has several things that they've tokenized, but I know they definitely are focused more in the stock market area as well. So if you're looking for the security token offering wave coming up, I really think that's what's going to come up, because you take a look at NASDAQ, you take a look at the New York Stock Exchange, and some of these other exchanges around the world, they're probably going to move into this tokenizing stocks. The corporations are going to tokenize their stocks, and actually I think we're going to get away from these centralized exchanges and you'll be able to just get your stock directly from the company. You won't have to go through an exchange. You want to exchange it, it'll be in a decentralized exchange through smart contracts and atomic swaps, and things won't be manipulated by bots or people screwing with stuff now the way they do. Like the exchange, I guarantee you these exchanges are in there manipulating buy and sell orders. I can promise you that. I've witnessed it myself. I'll put an order in, and if it's a bot, then that bot is really, really quick, because till my freaking order registers, those same 3 orders are replaced again. It is absolutely ridiculous. And it's not fair. Like, I should be able to put my order in at whatever price I want it to, and it should get filled. And I shouldn't have somebody replacing their orders quicker than I can try to put mine in. So it is a bit frustrating. So hopefully that stuff changes as we move into the future here. And I think we will. It's just a matter of time, and until some of the fundamental layers of everything are built out, we'll get there. We'll get there. So, but I'll put a link to the Microsoft taking a look at the decentralized idea. They're working on it. They're literally working on it. And if it's using Bitcoin's blockchain, cool, all the more power to it. It's really secure, even though it's not decentralized. If you guys want to look at my video I did the other day, take a look at my video. It says Bitcoin is less decentralized than EOS. And you can argue with me all you want. I know there's more to it than just 2 mining pools going after, but I'm sure if there's a will, there's a way. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Keep a lookout on that price. I suspect we should see a pullback eventually, a little bit of a correction somewhere. But maybe it's running up because of consensus week and blockchain week and whatever it's going on in New York. There's a ton of announcements coming out. A lot of announcements coming out this week. So keep your eyes on the news. Check out the different cryptocurrency websites and keep up to date. Okay, don't just trust the YouTubers. Okay, don't just trust me. Go verify. That's why I'll almost always try to put a link to the information and where I got it from. You guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.